I've been arrested quite a few times for asserting my free speech rights, but you don't get used to it. I am Jeff Gray and I am a veteran. God put in my heart to go out there and advocate compassion for homeless veterans.
Jeff Gray is a trucker who applied his trade in the U.S. Army. He's passionate about advocating for homeless veterans. He's also passionate about the First Amendment and defending Americans' right to free expression. That's why he's a First Amendment auditor.
A First Amendment auditor is a person who goes out peacefully and politely, exercises their civil rights, conducts an investigation to see whether the local government and local police departments are going to respect our civil rights. My YouTube channel slogan, or my slogan was honor your oath civil rights investigation, is to stay calm, be polite, assert your rights, and always film the police. That means to me that when you're out here advocating for civil rights, it's best to do it in a manner that's going to be appreciated by the general public, because we want to promote civil rights and civil liberties. So we don't want to be out there making fools of ourselves or yelling or screaming or anything like that.
As part of his civil rights investigations, sometimes Jeff will stand on public property with his sign that reads, "God bless the homeless vets."
Civil rights investigation has multiple layers to it. First of all, you go and exercise a well-established civil right and you do it in a peaceful, polite manner. This is the way I do it. And you document how local governments react to that. And the purpose of that is to, first of all, show how the local governments react to it, whether they react positively or negatively. It's also a way to educate the public about our civil rights and public officials and law enforcement officers about our civil rights. When I go out, I don't set it up to where it's going to result in one way or the other. I simply peacefully assert my rights and document what happens. And sometimes law enforcement does the right thing, which is respecting your civil rights, and sometimes they do the wrong thing, which is violating your civil rights.
Some civil rights investigations that Jeff conducts end with his rights being violated.
My advocacy in the city of Blackshear, I was up there with my wife, and we drove through Blackshear, and I stopped from City Hall and just wanted to stop for about 30 minutes and spread the word of compassion and love for our homeless veterans. Just going to stand out there for 30 minutes on the public sidewalk in front of City Hall, and unfortunately it also turned into a civil rights investigation where I was issued a criminal citation. I believe the criminal citation was something for like unlawful parade or something like that. Basically, the chief of police was called to the scene. He showed up and basically told me that what I was doing was illegal, that I couldn't demonstrate in the town of Blackshear without a permit. I disagreed with him, and he basically asked me to leave. And I said God put in my heart to be here, and I didn't want to leave. And he basically issued me a criminal citation, and then said, now if you don't leave, you're basically going to go to jail. So I left under protest and under duress with a criminal citation.
Jeff's civil rights were also violated in Alpharetta, Georgia.
My family is from Alpharetta. I grew up around there, and I wanted to go back into Alpharetta and spread the word of God bless homeless veterans in front of the city hall there in Alpharetta, and I had the chance to do it. Usually what I do is I just stay for about 30 minutes and spread the word, and unfortunately a officer of the Alpharetta Police Department came out and arrested me, put me in handcuffs, and then trespassed me from the city limits. You would think you would get used to getting arrested. I've been arrested quite a few times for asserting my free speech rights. You think you get used to it, but you don't get used to it. It's heartbreaking. It really is. It's heartbreaking. It just makes you wonder, how can something like this happen in the United States of America? How can you be arrested for freedom of speech?
With FIRE's help, Jeff is filing lawsuits against the city of Alpharetta, Georgia, and the police chief of Blackshear, Georgia, to vindicate his and your constitutional right to free speech.
Well, I believe that standing up for our rights is essential, is important. The outcome that I hope for with these civil rights lawsuits is to hold public agencies and law enforcement officers accountable for violating my civil rights, and that they receive training on respecting people's civil rights, and so that they don't violate our civil rights in the future.